Hey guys, hey besties, welcome back to my channel. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous making this video. It is a little bit on the controversial side, but before I get into it, I do want to put some disclaimers. I am aware that this is a controversial video, so I don't mean any ill intent. I'm just talking about my own personal experiences. This was a requested video, okay? Because I know a lot of people are gonna be like, why, who the fuck asked? Like, we don't care, we don't care. Oh, why am I so nervous? Watch this with an open mind, okay? Because I'm only talking about my own experiences. I don't want people to get offended. But yeah, that's all of this disclaimers from me. Okay, so before I actually start with the questions that people asked me, I just want to talk a little bit about why I'm making this video. Basically, about over a week now, I'd say maybe even close to 2 weeks now, I made a video, completely random video, okay? It's got nothing to do with what we're talking about today. Somebody commented this comment, to which I made a video response to, saying that I'm not a Muslim. Now, the reason why I felt like I needed to make a video response saying that is because the past 2 years that I've been on social media, the question of my religion has been almost daily question. Like, I get it all the time. People always ask me, are you Muslim, or are you, like, what's your religion? You know, because I'm Somali, I think people kind of automatically assume that I'm a Muslim. So that's why I felt like I needed to make a video, but I didn't think that it was gonna cause the reaction that it did. So I'll show you some of the comments that I got. I got a lot of harassment, I've got a lot of bullying from it. Overall, yeah, it's not been the greatest reaction, and I'm not gonna lie, this is why I kind of never wanted to say anything about it. I knew eventually, if I'm gonna pursue like a social media career, I guess, with makeup, me being a Somali girl, with my aesthetic, I knew that this was gonna be a question, and I knew it was gonna be something that I eventually have to address because of how many questions I get all the time. People wanted to know why I left and like my story and everything. Another reason why I feel like it's really important for me to make this video is because ever since those videos and me trying to like defend myself, I've had people call me Islamophobic. I just felt like I had to, like, you know, clarify and talk about this. So yeah, these are the frequently asked questions. These are the questions that people asked me in my live and want me to answer. Question number 1. Did you leave because of others or for yourself? This is definitely a frequently asked question. Me personally, when it comes to like personal things like faith or your views on life or whatever the case may be, those things for me can't really be swayed by other people. I make my own judgment on things. I definitely didn't leave because of other people. The thing that made me ultimately like leave is me doing my own research. I feel like a lot of people think that people that leave Islam is just like they just want to go. I don't know, because people always say, oh, so that means you eat pork now, that means you do this. Like, no, that's not what it means. It just means that I didn't spiritually connect to it. Because when I was younger, I used to go to Duksi and everything, but they would just kind of teach us stories and also like make us memorize the Quran, which like I didn't understand what it meant. So when I was questioning, I did my own research. I read the Quran, like the translation of it, and I just didn't connect to it spiritually. You know how people that are super religious, when they read the Quran or when they pray, they feel this divine spiritual connection to it? I just didn't feel that. And I knew that me being open about that would be something that's I can't just say. Do you get what I mean? But then I got to a point where I was like, do I want to be lying to people and saying to people that I'm Muslim just because I'm scared of what other people are going to think? Or shall I just live my truth, and if I get hate, then whatever. I chose to just be honest with myself. That kind of made me feel so much better because I don't have to, like, I don't worry about what other people think. And I think for me, and for a lot of people, because I've had people in my DMs saying that they're in the same position but they don't really want to say anything because they're scared of the reaction. And I get that. Yeah, it's not really an easy journey, I'm not gonna lie. All in all, I didn't leave for other people, I left for myself. Question number 2, has this impacted your life for better or worse? I guess both. Just because being open about it in my community anyway can be a little bit intense. Not really in real life, because people in real life won't say shit to you, but people on social media can be horrible. I think I'm still kind of learning on like not giving a fuck about hate comments on socials. Because I'm not gonna lie, most of them, when I click on the profile, it says follow back or whatever. And also, I can't really change how people view me. Like, however people perceive me, if people look at me and think, oh my god, you have no morals, you have no values, like, I can't change what other people think of me. If strangers online have an opinion of me just because I don't share the same faith, like, it's got nothing to do with me, basically. But it's also impacted me for the better because I'm not lying to myself anymore. Like, I'm kind of just living my truth, and I'm so much happier for it. Once you find something that makes you feel better, especially on a faith level, I don't think people understand how personal it is. Question number 3, do you have a wide circle of friends from different religious backgrounds? Actually, yeah. Like, I'm a very social person, so I know a lot of people, but I like in my immediate circle of friends, yeah, everyone's kind of like bits and bobs. One of my good friends, shout out to you, we met in uni. When we met, I was still in my questioning phase, but I was like scared to also question. If all your life you're taught one thing, it's kind of scary to think differently. So when I started questioning, I tried to suppress it so hard. Eventually, I just got to a point where I couldn't. And then when I got to uni, this is what I'm saying, I feel like things happen for a reason. But in my first year of uni, literally the first day I met and Mariana, shout out to you, girl. We became like besties immediately. Till this day, bitch, till this day. Was a Christian at that time. She was also questioning, but she was looking into Islam. And obviously she voiced this to me, and I voiced to her that I didn't know if it was for me. It's so weird because every time I try to explain this to people, like, it's an odd circumstance, I guess, but we kind of helped each other find what's good for us, in a sense that she was looking into Islam, and obviously I knew a lot about Islam. Like, I grew up Muslim. We had a lot of conversations, and then we also could relate on the fact that the faith that we were born into just didn't resonate, and she kind of helped me by validating those feelings, feeling like, you know what, like, if I'm feeling that Christianity is not for me and Islam is for me, like, there's nothing wrong with that. And if you're feeling that Islam isn't for you, like, that's valid too. At the end of the day, you don't want to live your whole life feeling like you're just faking it for other people, you know? So it was great because we both kind of validated our own experiences, but in different ways. Yeah, if you are curious, she did take her Shahada. She took it pretty recently, actually. But yeah. Question number 4, which I thought was a good question. Do you still suffer from religious guilt? This was actually something that I suffered with on the early stages, because if you're used to one way of life, even if that doesn't align with you, if that's like all you knew from a kid, when you leave it, sometimes you might feel scared to do certain things because you've attached fear onto it, if that makes sense. Now I've kind of worked my way out of it. Yeah, I don't think I really have religious guilt anymore, but it is something that a lot of people who leave a religion, whether it's Christianity or Islam, I know it's something that people kind of have to like work through. Do you consider yourself as spiritual? Honestly, I kind of do. I wouldn't call myself an atheist. But then, I don't know. I feel like I wish I could like open my brain and you guys could climb in and understand what I'm trying to say, because I don't think I can put it into words. Like, sometimes I'm like, there's no way that this world just exists. Everything has to be connected and everything. But then other days I'm like, yeah, but maybe we're just here because we are just here. Like, maybe that's just, it is what it is. I'm comfortable with the idea that we will never know. At the end of the day, nobody actually knows what's gonna happen until we die. Another question that's not on the list, but a lot of people ask me, is, are you not afraid of what's gonna happen after death? Not really, no. I don't have anything to be afraid of, in a sense that I'm not a bad person. I don't steal, I don't kill, I don't do all of these crazy things that would make me a bad person. I'm just a human being that's figuring life out. So I don't think I deserve eternal hellfire. Do you get what I mean? I'm just comfortable with the idea that we're just gonna die and that's it. I don't know, that's just how I view life. Has leaving made you more open-minded? I think I've always been pretty open-minded, but I see things from a different lens now, because when I was growing up, obviously Islam is all I knew. It's good to know about like different lifestyles, because you never know what you could learn. And yeah, it's just good to be aware of how everybody else in the world thinks and how they live, because it makes you respect other people more. You know, just because we're different doesn't mean that that person is horrible and that person's better than that one, you know? We're all just people with different interpretations of life. I think those interpretations are like really personal and it's different for everyone. Everyone should be able to choose what they believe in. That's why like all the hate didn't make sense to me when I made those videos, because I'm not bashing Islam. It's not like I'm sitting here talking shit, you know? I just have a different viewpoint on life, and that's okay. Last question. Advice for people who are going through the same thing. The biggest advice that I could give you is do your own research. Don't listen to anybody. Do your own research. Make your own judgment of things. Stay true to yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's your life. You have to do whatever makes you happy. You have to follow whatever makes you feel fulfilled. And that's different for everybody, and that's okay. But at the same time, I understand why you wouldn't want to say that out loud too, because there's some scary people out there. It is kind of easier said than done. People in the comments said to me like if they ever said that they believe in something else, like their families would disown them or whatever the case may be. So yeah, just honestly, I don't know. I would just say like, damn. If that's the type of environment that you're in, just wait till you move out, I guess, because your well-being is number one. But yeah, I guess that's the end of the video. If you got to the end of this video, I hope you've watched it with an open mind. I hope that you have a different perspective of what people who choose a different religion can go through or do go through. And I hope that you have an amazing day. And if you're a Muslim watching this, Ramadan Kareem. Thank you guys for watching. After this video, we're gonna go to regular programming. It's gonna be like vlogs and makeup and all of that shit. So if you do want to stay for all of that, you're more than welcome. My social media handles are the same as YouTube, Naya MCR. Thank you guys for watching this video. Bye.